All right, a little video today. Late day today, had things to do. It is November 16th. And let's take a look at the market today, what happened. I think I'm losing my voice here. Small caps are on fire today. There's so many good longs today. And let's take a look. ATHE. Here's immediate pop-up. Look at this candle. This is a 10-minute candle. 5-minute candle. Look at this go down right to 250. Now, this wasn't a great long, but you did have 250, probably your stop, 225. Made a move up right here, draw your line. Couldn't get over this. And there's trend lines. Trend lines, 13.9 EMA, 20 EMA. Just keep it simple as that. You don't need anything more than that. Maybe VWAP to use that. And look at the chart here. See this? It's right up. Now, sometimes they'll keep going. It didn't go. Came back. So it was a little bit of a gain here. If you played it, you see these wicks, you got to get out. It's not a great gainer, but that's how you play it. And then it just kept going like sideways. It chopped. So it wasn't really great long. And you can tell by pre-market too. It's probably going to be a spiker. CBAT energy moved 5 a.m. very early. This is from yesterday too. This was the mover. Got right to 750. Even you draw your line out here, 725. And broke all the way up to 10. So this was a pretty good long. And then consolidated and long again. So, on the 5-minute here, right here, I'm drawing this line. Let's see how it gets over here, gets over. And right here at this 8 line, see this 13 minute crossing up right here. He's battling. You can do it at a 10-minute here. Even this move right down here. That's why even the 10-minute now, 10-minute is great. You're taking out all these other candles, the 1, 2, 3, the 5 I still like a lot, the 10, like all this right here. So it's less noise. Just draw your line right here. And then even this, look at the 750 line. Look how many times it held, a little bit below there. This spiked up to 1050 and then kept going. So, it was a really good long there. For that. APHR. This is a short double top right here at 750. FCEL was a great long. Look at the daily chart on this. Right here, the lows kept getting higher in this, and it exploded up. 101 million in volume today. Let's go to the 5-minute. Now, this is where these are one of the best long charts. Like, you don't know it at that time, but afterwards, it's great. Like when you get here and then it comes down, you don't know. It could keep going through. But the only thing on these, see the candles are very tight. You don't have any really whipsaw candles like on ATHE. Very confined and controlled candles. So, this one up to 3. First stop, really right here was your like 323, battle back. 310. Look how your 1320 EMA right here came back up. Next stop, 330, and then took off. Now, you get it at 10 minutes, even better. Look at your 13 over your 20. Look how smooth. Here, here. And when this move makes this move up right here, you say the red candle, you're like, okay, it's going to go back down. It goes here, here. Look where it stops. Right, your 1320 EMA right at 310. And there's a reason for that, because everyone's looking at the 13 EMA. Everyone's looking at the same things. So they're using that. All traders are using the same thing. If it comes back here, and then there's your support for even pre-market 310. So, if you get in here 310, your stops 3, even this line's the opening line. You're playing line to line. So whatever this is, if this line was like 20 cents, 50 cents, quarter, you're just playing whatever the chart is on that, given chart of day. So moved up 330 and then took off. Look at it after hours. So this was a really good long today. WWR, Westwater Resources, 425. This is like the same pattern almost. Oh, this is the same pattern as PPSI coming up. So 425, 450. And look at his Rapti, and look at his 1320 main, and went up, came back, and really exploded. So when you're giving these moves, let it make a move first. Like right here, see what it does. If this keeps going up, you can maybe get in on momentum. And then look, this came right back, and then there's your move. You have over 450 supports right here. You can get in on the dip or on the breakout here. Now, sometimes buying the breakout isn't good, but see, it depends on each stock. This is another one. This is very controlled. There's nothing crazy with these candles. This buying pressure, not like huge whipsaws or huge tails necessarily. And then you can go to the 10-minute here. Look at this 450 line. Came up. Look at the support here. 450, and then it took off long. And your 13s of your 20 minute. That's why if you can get in lower as possible and these take off, you don't have to sell. You can just sit on it. And you're like, oh, I'll get out here. Give it time, because when these break long, look what they do. Like, how many times did you think about on a chart that does work and it goes, all the way out? Like, if this goes here and it stops and goes back out, you don't see that once it breaks out. Most of the time, it will break out long. So, again, right here, your 450, 435 line, and it takes off. Great long there. And look at the daily chart, WWR. And look at PPSI. They're the same chart. Sympathy plays. And this one's a little bit different. This one went all the way up to 320. Came back, and look at this right here again. Your 13 just starting to move in the morning. That's when we'll start to move. 320. It's not 320. Excuse me. Well, 320 is right here. 310. 1320. May I want to say, and then took off long. Look at this shoot up, and there's your support here at 310, and took off to 440. So when you see this wick come all the way back, you're going to play this line. You can maybe even play this line. And again, look how wide. This is when small caps go long, and they're great. This is a really good long. See down the list here, what else we got? GP. And the main thing, small caps, if you want to try to get in the morning, you go morning. You're looking at long or short. And then you're looking at, it's reading something here. So you want to get in long or short pre-market, but then just narrow it down to a few trades in the morning, like a few stocks. And like just stick with it. Like you stick with one of these right here, just stick with it. And you got your support. Your support really is line to line. That's all you're doing, line to line support. And here's a BLNK. Look at this. Right here, 1025. Broke all the way to 13. There's Ride. Remember this stock? 10-minute. All the way up to 19. Exploded up to 23. It's ascending triangle. Here's 10, another one. This is pure momentum. On this, when you see this start to go up, you see this right here, support. It's the same thing. You're playing either line or support at 13/20. So if you're in at 280, you see this. Or you even go to the next line here. You're playing the breakout, which is, can be tough if it just dumps. But, and on the low in this was at 281. So remember, over every line too, try to do a few cents over. Maybe up to 285 on this. Got 5 cent rule and this took off. Look at the daily and this really exploded. Looking down the list here. So there were some really good longs today. ATHE, wasn't bad. CBAT, very good. FCEL, WWR, PPSI. Blink, BLNK, Ride, MCFs, let's see this, Road. Here's a Fubo. See how they put these tails? You get in here, 1625, went all the way down. That's to stop you out. See if you're looking here. I'm just going to play this line, but if you're playing big size in that, don't let that stop you out. We're just open. 1634. Then it took off. That's the key too. They'll put it in these market makers, like they'll do different things like that to stop you out. It's all head games. All right, so great runners today. Dow Jones finished up 470 because of, I think, Moderna, 94% rate for the coronavirus. It was very positive. S&P plus 4176, NASDAQ 9484, small caps 3736. VIX was down to 2245. Commodities, gold 1889, silver 2482, 2487, crude 4161. Futures right now are down 61. Dow Jones SPY minus 12, TAC plus 8, the VIX is 2488. So just looking at the SPY here, I mean, we're really ramped up. Coronavirus cases are surging. I live in Philadelphia. It is closed down this Friday. The gyms, everything, restaurants, you can name it, for until January 1st. These fools run the cities are complete morons. You don't get it in a gym. You're not talking to someone directly in your face, like a restaurant or bar even. And that's a whole nother thing. It should be someone's choice if you want to do that. It's their choice. This is America. And so you have that going. It's completely crazy. They want to destroy all small businesses and everyone. It's incredible. If I get out of the city, I would definitely get out of the city. Well, you notice here, this is another wedge forming. Look at this here. You know, we're getting very tight. Let me draw this a little closer. I mean, we're running very hot on the SPY right here. See this? We're like touching, you want touching points. This is out of whack. But this is another wedge. If we come down, you know, really hard, 330 maybe, 335. We're way up there. You know, things are, it's just exploding up. The stock market's just out of control right now. So, you know, no one wants to get in up top. You want to chase this top? I don't. Every top's come down somewhat. It'll come down again. Here's the NASDAQ. This is looking towards maybe a triple top. We'll see. Here's Dow Jones. This is the same thing right here. Look at this big candle. This is going up. Now we're at 88, very overbought. Did this before it came back. Before it came back, we'll come back again. You know, it's just a matter of time. Because think about it too. When things are up top like this, you want to get in. When, you know, money makers, hedge funds, you want to get in when you're, you know, the market's moving. How are they going to get in up top? You don't want to get in up top. You can't make no money up the top. You make money here on dips, you know, here. You're not going to sit on 30,000. There's no way. We'll go up a little bit. Cross here, just weird. That's a weird move here. You have a cross up top, but then you're still going. You know, this will come back. Same thing in this. We'll probably come back 27, 27.5. And we've done it before in March. Came down here, 2, 3, 4, 6, like 7 times. So, you know, this will come back too. Here's the VIX is really dropping. We get below 20. Yeah, it's very oversold. Even for the VIX, we're getting crushed here. It's straight down on the weekly. You know, 4 hours going sideways. 2 hours going down. This is going to spike up too. I'm not sure where. It's going to go back up to 28 maybe if we get bad news. UVXY, this is really hammered too. Yeah, you're looking towards trend line right up here, 18, 19. So I'll look for that. DFAN, this is incredible. This is all at 1550. This is the best spike since June. That 850 low, I was going to get in, never get in. See, in life, if you don't get in things, I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It was a weird drop. Remember that it dropped here? I'm like, as soon as I saw this and this, you know, as a veteran trader, I know better. Got to get in there. And then it took off. Look at it. See the weekly straight up. It's one little bit of a cross, maybe. 4 hours looking toppy. I'm not sure where these will come down, but you know, from low to high, I'm not sure where they'll bring it. They're running very hot, though, very hot right now. Nail ascending. This is descending. It's going to like maybe go here, chop around this, it'll explode up. You have divergence right here, so this is a good long. Other stocks I talk about, VLDR. Look at this move. This is going after hours. This is on fire. Call this, look at this, or straight up. INTC's Intel is trying to come up here. SDC came back hard, going through some stocks. DraftKings. F8, that's disappointing. This came back. WKHS workhorse. You can see the line here. Draw your line. This is trying to come up. It's grinding up. Getting oversold, overbought. Here's GameStop back and forth. This is, you know, still oversold. This could really pump up here. A lot of these plays, though, they're past their peak. Like, look at this. I don't want to buy Applied Materials here at 74. This was a 58. Yeah, had to move up here. This like follows the SPY a little bit, came all the way back. Look at this, back up again. You know, if this comes back to the line too, this could come back to maybe 60. RRC, HBI, Haynes Brands. I like this. See that gap above. It's at a 12. Yeah, if this goes into the gap, 15. What's it doing after hours? Looks pretty good. That's one of my favorites right now. This is definitely oversold. Yeah, you can only push the stock down so far. I see the weekly. It's just straight down. It's very oversold at this point. Like a lot of these stocks, I'm so pissed. I should have had these on a swing. You buy here, sell. This is not that complicated on some of these. You buy here, cross, oversold, even here. You know, it keeps going here because you're playing low to high. FSLY, back and forth. Novax. Look at Party, yeah, PRT, Party City. Philip Morris. Look at BE. I call this too Bloom Energy. This puts in big moves straight down. You had this move here, this fake people out. You're like, it's going to go through. Then it got lower. And look at this hammer. Put a hammer now. Then it gapped up. Then it kept going. And it's really overbought now. It's at a 95 on the 4 hour. I'm not touching it. You can keep going. That's why you got to get these low or see 50. I say 50 to below. PEIX hasn't moved yet. See the weekly. It's trying to curve. There's run. Sideways with his chop. Give divergence. Trying to come up. That looks pretty good. Let's see this other stock. U2LN. This is stacking sideways. It still might pop up here. That's, I mean, a lot of these stocks have popped hard to the long side. Overstock. Because they're following the SPY, a lot of stocks. You know, they're going with momentum in the market. I don't want to buy the SPY at all-time highs with no stimulus. You know, the White House, that's still a mess. And then you have coronavirus cases surging, lockdowns everywhere, cases are rising, ridiculous levels. So don't want to buy it up here. Although it's crazy. You know, we pull back. Everyone, see, when everyone too, they're so euphoric. Oh, we're going to 4,000. I mean, we will, but you don't want to follow the crowd. This is going to come back. 330, 335. I'd like to see it come back again. This is the weekly. Here's the weekly. So there it is. Great long trades. Remember, just looking like FCEL. Remember, now are your trades. Even if you miss it like real early in the morning, remember the dips. You can go to your later time frames. So you move up here and it's like, oh, it's 3 candles, it's going down. And you put in right here, what was this, right at 310? Now is your support. Because if this comes up 3 bars, I've seen this before. Yeah, if it goes through and you stop out at 3. Or if you wait for this bar and you play the next candle, what's this low on this? Bonus is 311. I mean, 315, you can play it. On these, so when I say it's like anything from 5 cents, so like 0 to 5, you want to, like 10, I would like to get a 315, but that's mainly on stocks so like 45, you know, playing like 45.50, so you're going to play 45.55. Because see, it doesn't come down to the 310, came down to 311. That's how they do it. Where did this open to? This opened at 310. Maybe I do 3 cents on these low ones. Like I put in a bid here. As soon as I see this green candle, you know to get in. That's a change of direction. To get in like 313, that would have worked. And it's all line to line. Should support. All right, so that's it. Stock market is still on fire. Somebody plays. And you know, you don't necessarily need the top play. There's plays down the list. I'd say top 10. And we'll see. We'll see what the market does. We are just looking at the chart. 362, 364.38 was that pump up before. You know, we're getting very gappy. If we come back, I'm looking at the daily. 319 was the 100-day. 322. That came back in November. We come back again, maybe 333, 339. RSI is at 67. We're getting very close to overbought. And, you know, stochastics and CCI are way overbought. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe and like. We are out for now. Peace.